right, everybody, here we go. Turn number 25. Let's get right to it, see what's going on. Okay, 600 gold from Agartha. Nice. Arcane Probing. Excellent. Twiceborn. Arcane Probing. Nothing. Alright, so we got 2 on our first cast, none on our other 2. That's alright. And then a whole bunch of battles. Let's see how the war is going. Alright, this is our little raiding party we sent out. Looks like just province defense, a fair bit of it, but I don't imagine that it'll have too much luck here against this little army. And yeah, those Phantasmal Warriors did actually slow that group of charging infantry down for a turn, which let them get shot more with arrows, which was great. So, good job. Was that Willow Soul, or... I guess I can't see from this screen. Have to click in the battle. Whoops. Okay, too far. Second battle. Some Blade Winds there. And a bunch of buffs. Hopefully not another Blade Wind right now. Nice. Friendly Fire is the thing I'm increasingly worried about as we get better spells. It's going to become a problem. They attacked us in Evergreen Forest. That's annoying, but we should be alright. We'll see. Well, this could go either way. I think they'll win because they have wizards and more guys. Oh wow, our guys routed right away. Yeah, alright, so we lost a province. That's okay. Battle in Four Woods. Yeah, this will win no problem. We'll lose some wolves, probably mostly to friendly arrow fire. But better than losing footmen. Although we may lose footmen to friendly arrow fire too. Nope, we're good. Alright, and then let's see. They probably tried to retake their capital province. Let's see how that went. This is not going to work. What do they have? One Bane. This is their god. Safely invested in Circo, the Bakemono Kunshu. So he's got a bunch of magic and a bunch of gems. He could do something bad to us. Here are some Kappa. Let's see what happens. We'll turn colored squares on for this one. Let's start in slow motion. He's buffing himself. I wonder if this will be enough to trigger our flaming arrows. We'll see. Any second now. Here come the wolves. It is enough to trigger flaming arrows. Alright. Well, here it is. The next volley of arrows, unless the spell is slower to cast than I think it is. Okay. Was that Strength of Giants? Or... No. Okay. We apparently cast Legions of Steel on our wolves, which I don't think works, because they don't have any armor, so they shouldn't even be targetable by it, but apparently we did. And here comes the Doom. Killing mostly our wolves, because archers are like that, which is why we didn't want our wolves to be in battle any more than they had to be. So these wolves may have proved useless. Oh man. Yeah. Are these Kappa all that tough? I guess they're protection 15 and they have fairly high hit points to start with. No? No, they don't. Okay. Well, there goes another volley. They're starting to rout. This guy hasn't really done anything useful, I don't think. He's casting Panic a whole bunch. Did any of our guys leave because of that Panic? Doesn't look like it. He's taking a lot of arrow fire and not dead yet. though he does have an arrow sticking out of his chest that will hamper him a bit. And, okay. Well, I guess some of our guys did rout. I saw some dudes retreating there at the end. Retreat details. Yeah, I think he routed either our wolves or our footmen. 61 of our wolves died, 3 of our footmen died, 2 of our geomancers died, probably from other geomancers casting spells too much. That's going to start happening. We should try to plan around it. I was hoping it wouldn't start happening quite yet, but I guess it did. Oh, it's almost certainly because I had this other guy become a communion master in the battle, didn't I? Here he is. Yeah, so probably not worth it in the long run to have him doing that. Let's see, where are the little... So these guys have regen, which I was hoping would keep them alive, but it would appear that it did not keep them alive. Because he's only casting Sermon of Courage right now. What did these other guys cast? Let's see, where are the other guys? Here's one. Oh yeah, he just... all these... Yeah, I would have thought that guy would have lived through just a bunch of Legions of Steel casts. And then, where's the other one? Have one here. I thought I had one down here. There it is. What are you doing? Mostly Legions of Steel, a single Blade Wind. No, those guys perished. Alright, we're gonna need to make sure we have more communion slaves, I guess, than that, so that they don't die quite as easily. Alright, that was the battle in Shiniyama. We've reviewed all of our battles, some events, diseases spreading, free fire gems, nice. Barbarian horde has attacked and pillaged our province. Spiders from the woods have attacked in numbers. They are led by a gibbering troll. Man, lots of bad stuff happening. Maybe unrest, maybe misfortune is actually bad. Who knew? More disease. Man, plagues everywhere. Yikes. A battle in Pannonia. See how this goes. This will be the barbarians attacking. It's a shame that they get to pillage before they attack, because I think we should stop this attack without too much trouble. Well, maybe not. Well, we did stop it, though, not without any trouble. I think we even lost some real units there. Let's see. No, just one archer. Okay. And then this will be the spiders and the troll. Yikes. This is probably going to beat our... Yeah, this is going to beat our province defense. No problem. Well, they got webs, and they're big spiders. Hope there aren't any arachnophobes watching this episode. Okay. Oh man, we still don't quite have the walls down, probably because most of our wolves died in that battle last turn. But still, we're making pretty good progress up here. We need to be recruiting even more geomancers to replace the ones whose souls are burned out of their body. Did any geomancers die here? No, no geomancers died here. That's good. Alright. Let's see. What other news is there? What other observations? What other new ideas do we have? Well, last turn, somebody cast the Eyes of God, right? So they can see everything. They actually posted screenshots of the entire map and all of the different score graphs, like how many provinces everybody has, how many forts, income, gem income, research, dominion, army size, ascension points. Actually, I don't know that they posted ascension points, but they posted all the other ones. And they posted all of those where anybody who's in the game can see them. I'm actually going to come up with a way to edit them into this video somehow. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that, but I'll talk about them and their implications. Interestingly, we're not as far behind as I initially assumed. We are behind, but it's not as bad as it could be. And let's see. We got a new alchemist this turn. This is an Heir 2 alchemist. That's super good, because that's something we definitely need. And our god is ready to come back to life if he dies. He has an extra life now, which is good. Also, we finished making all of his clothes. So here's his cool boots, his magic acorns, his one magic sword, his helmet, his other magic sword, and his cool robe. So now he is totally unencumbered. Still doesn't have a lot of protection, but is shielded against missiles, and has 2 swords, and will be protected by some bodyguards, and is just generally much better decked out. Look at this sweet robe he's wearing, man. Nice. Alright. So these boots, very, very stylish. Alright. We're going to start having him do things this turn. But before we get to that, see anything from over here? It'll be time to do analysis on those graphs and that screenshot real quick. So I will cut that in here. Here's that screenshot of the whole map. We're going to do a quick tour. This is our planet. We know the most about it. We're not going to start there. Let's start in closest to the sun here at Pancor 1. As we can see, Agartha, who we just traded with last turn, owns most of this planet, or in fact all of this planet, and also its moons, and some of the connections from those moons, like this purple one, actually lead to this planet over here. So Agartha is in the ocean down here as well. We'll get to this planet last. The political situation there is complicated. Okay, so that's Pancor 1. It is a barren cave world where Agartha gets a lot of gold because they have a lot of gold mines in these provinces, but they don't have a lot of provinces to make units in, so they're struggling a little bit despite having a lot of money. Next out, Pancor 2. Pancor 2 is a desert deathmatch dome world. There's only one way off planet, and Arco and Ulm have been slugging it out the entire game. Right now, Arco seems to be sieging Ulm's capital, but I don't know, we can't see where their armies are, so we don't know whether that's doom for Ulm or not. They have another fort here, so it's possible it's not. I suspect they're still fighting it out. I did get their capitals reversed in my guess when I was talking about it last turn. Over here, we begin Solaria, which is not on any of the major planets, except mine. They've just started to be. But they do own all the moons, and the moons are pretty throne dense, but apparently fairly money poor, so we're probably going to start a war with them in a bit. Moving on to Pancor 3. Here we are, Pancor 3. Pancor 3. So, we have Asphodel. Scary, undead, centaur, endlessly growing vine zombie land, covering lots, but not as all of this map as I would expect them to. Bander, a nation of caste system monkeys inspired by Hindu mythology, and Marignan, which is kind of like medieval France. If medieval France was super into the Crusades, fire magic, and crossbows. You can see a giant stack of what looks like Knights of the Chalice down here have just won some sort of battle. We can see that because Celeria has a scout here. By the way, Celeria didn't turn off all of his own units being visible, so we can see that he doesn't actually have any other armies anywhere between all the way over here and this army here. So depending on how his stuff is moving, we may be able to steal some of his territory relatively soon. We'll have scouts in his space soon, so we'll be able to see what's going on there. Anyway, moving on. Marignan is a buddy of ours. I've talked to them a little bit. They've been being attacked by both Asfo and Vanderlog, but they're pushing them back. And neither of them seem very committed to fighting, so he's not really sure what's up. Our world. The big takeaway here is that Vanheim is much smaller than I expected, and Shinyama has a second fort down here, which is going to be annoying because it means they're still getting income, even though I'm sieging their capital right now. It's just we're gonna have to spend more time tidying them up. But on the other hand, that it means that once we finish pushing through here, it should be relatively easy to keep pushing through and take all of Vanheim's stuff. So that's nice. Monkey's doing well, as expected. He's got all the ocean on our world, a surprising amount of land, and then the oceans down here. And I think that he thought that this connected into the middle of Oceania's territory, but he is on a border here, so he can probably exploit that some way. He could also send his teleporting god around to take these lakes. He wouldn't get income from them right away, but he could put forts in them, and then he would. Or he could just search them for the gems. Alright. So that's the situation on Pancor 4, and its moon, and Pancor 5. Alright, so first off, Abyssia is tiny. We thought they were pretty big, but no, they're small. And they're just in here. But as we'll see in a second, their research is actually very good, which is interesting and a little bit scary. Yis, which usually does terribly, is actually doing pretty well. They have a land fort, which is bad. And they are not tiny and getting beaten up super hard. Man is this green flag, and it is enormous. I wasn't expecting that. They are the leaders in most of the graphs we're going to look at in just a second, and they have a lot of money and territory. Also, Nazca, which I was super worried about, is apparently being beaten up by a combination of Oceania and Man. So it's good to know that that's under control. And Mictlan. Excuse me. But now I have to worry about potential runaway Man or potential runaway Mictlan. Still, this world seems to be pretty much up for grabs still. Any alliance of these other players ought to be able to start messing up Man, I think. It'll depend. It depends on the balance of forces on the ground, which we can't see, so it's hard to be sure. But this planet looks like a lot of messy wars are happening. I'm not sure what the deal in the oceans is. I think that there's been some fighting between Oceania and Yis, but Eyes? I don't know. Maybe you pronounce it Eyes, but maybe you pronounce it a different way. I should look it up, see if there's a guide. But Chen. So Xianxia, which I've been saying wrong, is more like Xianxia or Qiansa, Qiansa, I think. And just like it's Wuxia is the what I've been mispronouncing as Wuxia or Wuxia. Um, but those are our Chinese vocabulary words from many, many turns ago. But other things I don't know how to say is, uh, yeah, NASCAR. It looks like NASCAR is mostly defeated. Pythium is mostly defeated. Um, Man is getting out of control, but not so out of control that the rest of the people on this planet can't gang up and take all their stuff. So hopefully they'll start doing that. Abyssia is small, but with really good research, there's some blood stuff they could do that would be very bad. So hopefully someone will remember to kill them soon, although they have a massive, terrifying hell dragon, so it may be hard to do that. This map is super cool. It's great to see everybody doing their thing on all of these planets. I'm pretty excited about it. Winning seems like a pretty remote possibility still, but we're going to do our best. All right, let's flip through these graphs real quick. All right, so this is the provinces graph. Let me zoom it out. It shows us who has how many provinces. You can see Man is up here in first. This might actually be Relia, Monkey, in second. And then I think this is Oceania, maybe. And then maybe, I'm not sure who this light blue is. Could be Arco. I think Arco is down here, though. It's hard to tell. But interestingly, we are visible on this graph. I believe that we are, if you look for this like salmon pink color that's in our flag, I believe, zooming in again, because, you know, these are hard to read when there's this many players on them. I'm pretty sure that we are this line here, and that therefore we are not actually that far behind in total number of provinces. Yeah, because this is our line, and then we get overlaid by a more purpley line, so the color changes. But our line goes up when their line does, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're in 7th for provinces, but not that far off from first for provinces, which is nice. I was expecting that to be a lot worse. Alright. Forts. Once again, we're not doing the best for forts, that's Man, but we're not doing the worst for forts either. We're probably in about, I don't know, we're in the middle of the pack and not too far behind, but probably like 7th-ish here too. It's hard to tell because everybody's stacked up right here, but we're not out of it yet, and we've got a lot of forts on the way, so that's good. Score graphs. Income. Okay. Man is running away with this one, but we're in 4th and keeping it very respectable against everybody else who's not Man. Gem income. We were in 1st several times for gem income. We are not currently in 1st, but we will be again once we finish taking Shinyama's territory, probably. Although I think this is Arco. They're spiking up pretty high too, so we'll see if he probably won't publish updates to these graphs. Usually people don't, but research. Abyssia is in 1st for research. Man is chasing. Then I think this is probably Ulm, and then this is Arco, and then this is Relia and us. So we're in about 5th, maybe 6th, but we're doing all right on research. Could be better. I'm again surprised. I thought we would be doing badly on research. Then this one is Dominion. We are doing all right. 5th-ish. Dominion is important. You don't want to let your enemies push their divine reality over yours. It gives a variety of benefits and interacts with some important unit abilities in late game. But we're hanging in there just fine. Army size. Asphodel was running away with this. Then they dropped. This is probably them losing a whole bunch of their free spawn mannequin vine zombie dudes in a battle probably against Marignon. And then we're currently in first because of wolves. That was last turn though. This turn we lost a bunch of wolves, so we're probably like down here or so. But still, we're not doing bad on army size. Army size is kind of a meaningless graph because it just shows you quantity of unit when quality of unit is kind of the only thing that matters. But that's all the graphs that we can see. Here's the whole map one more time. Super cool. I'm really excited to kick the ass of some skeletons and get out into space. If we get over here, we can go out into space a second way. Also, it's nice to know that this throne is still independent and that we can go up there and take it in our own time. I'm excited about how this game is going, and it's really cool to have some information about the rest of the world at last. Okay, back to the turn. Okay, back from Graftland to the turn. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can see this army moved back here this turn. Also, we have a scout on this moon, and we can see some province names up here now. This is the left hand of the Pale Father, and this is the right hand of the Pale Father. Worth noting that they are reversed because the Pale Father is facing us down here on Pancor 4. Super neat. Good attention to detail, map creator. Alright, so spiders, huh? Sorry about the sneezes today. I may or may not edit those out. Probably may. Spiders. Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders? Alright, how many guys do we have here? No footmen. Because we were thinking we were just sending reinforcements up this way. So, we were prioritizing archers. How many spiders is this? 2 great spiders. 15 great spiders that are slightly less great because they're not secretly commanders. 16 giant spiders and 16 large spiders, of which our 16 province defense guys managed to kill 2. That seems bad. Also, there's this guy who rolled really well for his random paths and can make a lot of skeletons. Okay. How arrow resistant is a spider? It is 26 hit points big and 14 protected, so quite arrow resistant. How about these ones? 8 protected, 16 hit points big, still quite arrow resistant. Those are the same as the commander ones. These guys are, despite being called large, actually only as big as a monkey, and are not particularly arrow resistant, but there are a lot of them in a square, so you're only going to arrow a few of them at a time, probably. Well, we have some options for how to deal with these spiders. They are, we can wait, or we can throw wizards at the problem. What, can you not fly as far as suddenly? That move. 16. The map move doesn't change based on... No, okay. This is weird. So you're flying, but you're still only map move 16, huh? That's kind of annoying. Do fly boots fix that, or do we want walk far boots for that? We would probably want walk far boots for that. And there are better walk far boots farther down these trees. We can't make fly boots yet anyway. Alright, so he can't get over here in one turn. He can get up here in one turn. So we'll probably send him that way with these guys, and maybe some guys from here. And then we have enough money to start building another fort this turn because we bought money for gems. I think we're going to put that fort here. Let's see. We'll have a fort here, a fort here. If we put a fort here and a fort there, this province has terrible population. This one, let's see. Fort here, fort here. Let's prioritize population for once. I think there'll be plenty of resources around these places. It would be nice, so we're going to put our fort here. Start building another palisades. Do we have a temple down here yet? We don't. Man, even with that free money, we're recruiting 1 million. No, we're not recruiting 1 million commanders. Man. Alright. Money, huh? We still really want somebody that has Earth 2. So we gotta keep making these alchemists, even though they're expensive and they cost a lot of upkeep. Whereas these guys are expensive and cost less upkeep, because these guys can never be Earth 2. We want Astral 2, so we gotta start making these guys again in a minute, but... Man. Alright. Need more money. Gotta take more land. That's the only way to do it. This pile of guys is gonna go... Well, alright. Work our way from the simple to the complicated. So, we gotta take this province back. It's worth money. Can't let spiders tell us who's boss. There's probably magic sites over here and stuff. Let's go mess up some dudes. Okay, so some guys shooting, some other guys shooting. Should we just be patient? It's hard. It's hard to sell me on the idea of patience. But it would suck to lose 5 wizards to a bunch of spiders. So I guess we can maybe... This is most of our resources for this fort, though. Like, we want to be able to make more dudes here. Can we... We cannot. Alright. Well. Yeah, we definitely don't want to attack into these spiders this turn. So we're going to get these troops marching up this way. We will get to these spiders eventually. It sucks, but what can you do? Sometimes you just can't kill the spiders immediately. Alright. Oh, this was the scout who investigated back here. That's what he's doing. Let's get him moving. Still don't have a spare turn to make a Prince General to go check out this hermit in the woods. That's gonna take a while for us to be able to get to, but I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end. Alright, search these mercs, please. What should we have this guy do? We want to build a temple here, or to pick another random province and lab and temple it so we can make more of these guys. But I guess the place we want to temple the most is probably over here, so he'll start moving up to get ready to build us a temple up there somewhere. This guy will take some troops and bring them. I guess I could bring them down here and have enough troops to wipe out these spiders, but he's actually going to bring them up this way. And a bunch of our guys who were making things last turn should go back to researching this turn. Our scouts can continue to move through up here. These guys can all go back to researching. And we have some more troops here. Nice. Let's see. How we doing? Okay. We have another little army here. Let's send them somewhere. Can they get up here in one turn? They can't. That's too bad. This would be a nice place to put them. At least we have 18 province defense here. So we're going to move these guys out to here. We could move these guys up to defend this, but we want to take territory, so we're going to push this way. These guys... Is this a sizable raiding party still? Yeah, barely. We're going to try sending these guys up here on the assumption that the stuff they have here right now will move. And we're going to send these guys here. Yeah, should be fine. So we killed our communion slaves, which is bad, but we can hand out earth gems to our guys, and while they won't be as effective as they were, they can still do something. It'll just be summon earth power and then cry because you don't. Do I have somebody standing around with pearls here? No? Also, we're running out of fire gems to cast flaming arrows with. He should only be using 2 and he should have had 7, but that's bad. We may have to send a runner with more fire gems. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I thought that would last a few more turns. I guess he's always gonna waste one. Get up here? You can. Alright, we're gonna send our god up this direction, I guess. No, we want him to do this thing, so he's got stuff to do. He's busy. Can't always rely on your god. Can we give all of your troops away? We can. And then how far can you get this turn? Still not that far, but hopefully this province won't get attacked too hard. Give you, like, send you up here. Yeah, the province defense we have here should do okay against these guys, so I just want you to hold and stay behind troops. And well, I guess that we are going to have these guys cast a single Legion of Steel and then activate the very powerful Far Strike spell because it's the only thing they can do. We will put that in slot 9 or so because hopefully we'll never have to do it again. Where is... okay. Oh, he still casts Communion Master. That's not right. I guess they could cast like Earth Meld or Earth Grip, but I don't think they'll have the range, so Far Strike. It's a great spell. They'll definitely be useful. Punching Wizard's time. When I said I was going to make some Punch Mages, I didn't expect it to be so soon or for such a bad reason. Oh nice, did we get some reinforcements up here? No. These are just our own melee guys. Okay, well, we should still be alright. We probably need more force concentration to storm it now, though. And we're kind of getting bogged down. I guess I got to go back to recruiting Geomancers, because we're losing them on the front lines. So, we were still making them here, that's nice. Well, that put us back a turn of recruitment here, maybe? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. Got more commanders than we really need. Send this guy this way. Alright, let's see. And these guys... we're going this way, I believe. How much stuff is that? That's a fair bit of stuff. Nice. Alright, and these guys are going up here. So you're going to hold position and shoot. You guys are going to hold and walk up and stab people. And we're going to stall the barbarians. Let's see, this is 3 guys. Are there corpses up here? Can't see. Well, hopefully. We only have Frightened, not Terror. Alright, you're gonna cast Raise Dead, Raise Dead, Raise Skeletons, Raise Skeletons, Raise Skeletons, right? Let's Raise Dead, Raise Dead, Raise Dead, Raise Skeletons, Raise Skeletons, Raise Skeletons, spells. Alright, and that should probably win. Okay. Not as good as it could be, because we don't have the right research yet, but getting there. We're going to try to spread our scouts out just a little bit here. Because I suspect he's going to start building a fort somewhere around here in a second. This guy needs to be searching for magic sites. Send the scout this way. Yeah, it's a shame that this guy's been using extra fire gems despite being on conserve. This guy. Bless yourself real quick, then cast Eagle Eyes, and then spam lead. Alright. Got some commanders up here who don't have any troops. We can start sending them back. Some of them are also, this guy can also organize free province defense, so if we drop him over here, we'll get +2 to whatever number we put in here, which is nice. These guys are unlikely to just stand here. We're gonna try this. Yeah, we'll try it. And then we'll also send these guys this way instead of that way. Try to keep isolating them. I think they're recruiting a bunch of goblins a turn out of this mountain province, so that's why I want to take it away. Let's make sure to get some defense here, just so they can't take it for free. What, 10 is like 40 gold? 50? Yeah. So sum of the numbers 1 through 10 is 5 times 11, because 1 plus 10 is 11, and so is 2 plus 9, etc. Yeah, so 55 gold. Thanks, Carl Friedrich Gauss. I think that that's where all of our armies want to go. It's a shame about us running out of gems on this army, and also about our communion slaves dying. We'll start sending reinforcements that way when we have any, which may be a little while. I guess we could start moving these guys up. How far could they get this turn? Only one province, even though there's a road here. It's because they're old men? It's because they're old men. Sigh. Well, that's life. Okay. Do we want to change what wizards we're recruiting anywhere? We can keep making these down here. We're making geomancers here. We're making geomancers here. We are still making our first one of these here. And how far along is he, I wonder? He'll actually pop into existence this turn. Nice. Also, our fort will start. We'll finish here. So, doing all right. Would suck if this lost, but I don't think it will. Should be fine. And that is unused quill. This guy can also make some quills, although let's save up air gems. Here, you use this quill though. Alright. Guess I could have these guys make an earth elemental each. Is that going to be more useful than what they're doing? They could even make 2 earth elementals. There are small earth elementals, but let's conservative magic gem usage. Yeah, the Legions of Steel casts aren't really going to matter, so nothing these guys do is really going to matter, but it's funnier if they get to punch people, but we will make earth elementals. Our strategic assumption for this army is that the quality of stuff they are fighting over time will go down as Shinuyama wastes their better units and starts running out of money. That's a dangerous assumption against the AI because it throws its stuff at you in random order and loves to recruit giant piles of garbage endlessly, but it is our theory, and we are going to stick to it. We will not quite have our next big spell this next turn. We could have if I hadn't forged a bunch of items for our god, but I forged a bunch of items for our god instead. Okay. That was turn 25 of My Path to Ascension begins here. Feel free to ask some questions in the comments, stick around, click other buttons, whatever you gotta do. Hope you enjoyed the turn. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Tianqi's Minister of Spells here. We should review where we are casting our arcane probing this month. Let's see. First off, we're only casting it twice and not 3 times. That's probably good. Wick and Halmir. So 201, 144. Okay, good idea. No, let's not cast it on the province that the spiders own. We can't even cast it on the province that the spiders own. I guess it picked targets for these before the spider attack happened. Cast ritual spell, monthly ritual, arcane probing. It suggests feral woods. That should be perfectly fine. Alright, that's your update from the Minister of Spells. The cultivators like to think that they run everything, but we civilian bureaucrats do a lot too. We're just behind the scenes. The eunuchs get all the attention because they help run the Emperor's palace, and they organize the defense, and they collect the taxes, but there's a lot of us just sitting in offices, filling out paperwork, making sure that arcane probes are pointed at the right provinces. Thanks for your time, citizens. This is the Minister of Troops. We, don't have a commander to pick up all of these reinforcements that are accumulating in our capital. I don't know why. So, we've recruited one for next turn. Hopefully he'll get there in time. It should not slow our army's progress towards the capital of Shinuyama too terribly much. Thank you for your faith in the celestial bureaucracy and for your continuing support of our war effort.